The team at quickgallop.com and their YouTube channel, The Quick Galloper, has selected 10 races as the most defining moments of the 2023 racing year. These races do not necessarily feature the best horses in training, instead, they represent significant events throughout the year. Please share your thoughts on these selections, which are presented in no specific order. Number 1, She's My Destiny's performance in the 2023 7 Furlong Gold Cup.
Field in line, they're off for the Gold Cup. Ability just misses it at the start as they run the back stretch and head toward the 6 in the Gold Cup. Rojon the Pilot sets the fractions. The speedy She's My Destiny now cuts into that lead as they leave the 6. Just a length separates them. Mahogany races up next. I've Got Magic is racing wide of these. I Am Fred in the red is 5 lengths off that lead. A gap of 5 or more opens up to Perfect Brew, joined by Ability. Down the back stretch they go in the Gold Cup. They make their way now toward the half mile. Rojon the Pilot will get there first, shadowed by Mahogany. I've Got Magic racing out 3 wide. She's My Destiny now asked to go by the rider. I Am Fred is still in the chance, needing to find 4.5 lengths. Ability now makes some progress, and the late running Perfect Brew at the back of the field. They're blasted past the 3 in the Gold Cup. They're coming toward the final 5/16th, and Mahogany, the big horse, now picks up that lead and is asked to sprint away from them. It is Mahogany coming into the lane. Mahogany pushed out a 1/4 mile to run in the Gold Cup, and Mahogany is in charge with 3/16 to run. Can they catch Mahogany? You'll have to falter badly as Mahogany comes to the furlong pole with a clear lead. She's My Destiny running on from behind. Mahogany driven to the back. She's My Destiny, the filly beginning to close up. Mahogany under pressure. She's My Destiny charging forward under Ramon the pair. They're meters from the wire. She's My Destiny beats Mahogany in the Gold Cup. Then Ability, Perfect Brew, I Am Fred and Rojon the Pilot go by together. I've Got Magic at the back. For the Jamaica Derby, the 103rd running of it, and they're off for the Derby. Secret Admiral breaks in behind horses. California Gold over on the far side. Thalita comes right through now, going for that lead. Mojito is right there too. Strike Smart looking for room in between them as they leave the quarter pole for the first time and come away toward us in the stands. Mojito the grey on the outside, possibly just the leader. The leader is close up with Strike Smart. California Gold down against the rail. Money Miser staying close all the time. Strike Smart fading out just a bit, caught by Huntsman as they passed us for the first time, and Mojito has been sent straight to that lead. Money Miser in pursuit with Thalita. California Gold is down against the rail. Huntsman racing on their outside, then Strike Smart and Ability. Kai on the go on the outside of Super Alex. Down against the rail, that's Secret Admiral. Life is Life on the outside, Steen toward the back, and on Charter at the back of the field as they arrive over toward the far side and the 7. It is Mojito attempting to go all the way, striding out by some 3 lengths. Being chased by Money Miser and Thalita in 3rd. Huntsman is racing next as they make the way toward the final 6 in the Derby. Behind Huntsman, a gap opens up to Ability and California Gold fading. Strike Smart and the rest have mountains to climb as they leave the 6. Super Alex and a Secret Admiral stablemates race up together. Steen in behind them with Life is Life. Further back to Kai on the go, and on Charter has not improved as the strung out field leave the 5 and Mojito continues to lead. Huntsman is left 3 lengths down. Thalita now asked to go after the leader. There too, that is Money Miser as they're arriving at the half-mile marker. A huge gap opens up to Ability. Strike Smart is next with Super Alex on the outside of Secret Admiral. Life is Life in the red silks races ahead of Steen. Then we have California Gold on Charter, and Kai on the go has faded badly as the leaders now leave the 3. It is Mojito stealing away Ability. The surprise of the party now comes on the scene on the outside as they leave the 5/16th, and Ability has now taken charge at the top of the lane in the Derby. The grey Mojito will have to dig deep. Here is a Money Miser now let loose, but it is Ability, the rider, changing his hold. Ability out in front, Money Miser drifting to the right. Mojito is back in 3rd. It is Ability with a furlong to run. This is the 103rd running of the Jamaica Derby, and Ability holds a 3-length lead over Money Miser inside the final 16th. It is Ability and Alan Bongo, John Mirage. They're gonna win the Derby and create an upset. Ability wins it over Money Miser. Secret Admiral running on is 3rd. Mojito can only manage 4th, and Thalita 5th.
Number 3, Mojito's victory in the 1 Mile Classic, the 2,000 guineas.
1 mile the trip. They're off for the guineas. Sensational move, just came out a bit slow. Mojito races with the back of the field early. Awesome Anthony in the black cap takes off quickly. Ability is showing some speed along with a Burning Valor as they go flashing past the 7. They're settling down as they make their way down the back stretch and head toward the final 6. Awesome Anthony the leader, Ability right there with Burning Valor. Mojito now has made a big move and closing in on them as they race past the 6. Burning Valor fades back into 4th. Rhythm Buzz is racing just in between horses. Sensational move runs the rail. Secret Admiral racing in behind horses. Money Miser has made progress and begins to pick off runners. And at the back of the field, it is a Whiz Kid. Just about a half a mile remaining in the Guineas, and the fleet-footed Mojito has been sent to that lead and slips away by some 3 lengths. Ability trying to chase as they leave the 7/16. Awesome Anthony is right there in the 3rd. Money Miser now beginning to go down as they leave the 3/8 pole. Sensational move races up with Rhythm Buzz. A break back to Secret Admiral and a Burning Valor, the Carl Anderson team, and at the back remains Whiz Kid, but out in front it's Mojito turning for home in the 2,000 guineas. And Richard Azan's missile has been let loose. The rider having a look behind him, and it is all Mojito beginning to run away from them. It is Mojito and Dane Dawkins in charge in the 2,000 guineas. Mojito is a big one. He's sending a message for the rest of the classics. Could I take the Triple Crown? And he sure could. Mojito has trampled the field and destroys them. Money Miser is 2nd. Ability is 3rd. Close between Rhythm Buzz and Sensational Move.
Number 4, the win by Philly, Talita in the Classic 10 Furlong Jamaica St. Ledger.
Denzel Miller doing the honors, he sends them off. Mamma Mia gets a good start in the center as they come racing up toward us. Sensational Move is also in the early fray. Princess Sharon is right there over against the rail as Mamma Mia takes them along. Princess Sharon in the black cap races on the fence. Talita is right there in the early mix. Sensational Move and Huntsman racing out wide. Mojito now looking for a spot on the rail, but blocked at the moment as they leave the mile. Rhythm Buzz races in behind those. All for Love is next from Sheer to Ben. Kai on the Go races toward the back of the field. And last of all, it's Life is Life as the St. Ledger field make their way now flashing past the 7. Mamma Mia out in front with a clear run. Princess Sharon is the one chasing best of the rest at the moment as they go toward the 6. Huntsman in a good position on the outside. Sensational Move is there. Mojito now beginning to make ground. Talita in between horses. Money Miser is next, possibly 10 lengths off that lead. Rhythm Buzz just another length and a half down. All for Love is under the pump. A gap opens up from Sheer to Ben. Life is Life. And last of all, it's a Kai on the Go as they've left the 5 and make their way now toward the final half mile in the Jamaica St. Ledger. Mamma Mia, Princess Sharon, they continue their duel up front. Huntsman on the outside. Talita now asked to kick. Mojito continues to look for ground, being pushed on the rail. Money Miser is in between horses. Sensational Move races further back with Rhythm Buzz as the leaders leave the 3. All for Love now beginning to run on the spot. Life is Life and from Sheer to Ben are just ahead of Kai on the Go as the field will come thundering into the top of the lane and Princess Sharon gets that lead. Here is Talita kicking in on the outside. Money Miser has made good progress. Mojito is nowhere to be seen at the moment as they run toward the final furlong, and it's the filly Talita who picks up that lead. On the outside, Money Miser, on the rail, Princess Sharon, but it is Talita. She will create the upset over Mojito and the rest. Talita running away from them in the end. This is the Jamaica St. Ledger, and Talita surprises them all and wins by 6 over Money Miser, Princess Sharon, Rhythm Buzz, Mamma Mia back in 5th.
Number 5, Foreigner Rough Entry's command performance in winning the Mute Mile.
They're off for the second running of the Mute Mile. As expected, Rough Entry goes for that lead. The 3-year-old Ability in the green with the red cap races out wide. Charging through, that's Mamma Mia in the white cap, and Mamma Mia now shows good speed and has that lead on the run down the back stretch, racing toward the 6. Mamma Mia out in front. She's My Destiny racing right there on the rail as they make their way now. Runaway Algo and Mahogany right up with those. Rough Entry hidden from view, racing out wide of horses. Mojito the grey races up next. Ability on the outside. I Am Fred as they leave the 5. In behind those, that's American Tap. Atomica has a lot of work to do, along with Is That a Fact? They are joint at the hip. Money Miser races up next as they go charging now inside the last half of a mile. Perfect Brew left toward the back of the field, and the Great Duke will be running late as usual as they charge toward the final 3 in the Mute Mile. It's the filly Mamma Mia. She's brave on that lead. Rough Entry now sent in chase by Leparoux as they're about to arrive at the 5/16th. Watchability closing in the green silks. Mahogany is also bubbling to the boil, but they're into the lane and still they have not been able to head Mamma Mia. Here now is Rough Entry, and Rough Entry grabs the lead. Mamma Mia falters down against the rail. Ability is wound up for run, but it is Rough Entry and Julian Leparoux. This is the Mute Mile, and Rough Entry and Julian Leparoux begin to streak away from them. Inside the final 16th, it seems to be all over. Rough Entry, the foreign invader, and Julian Leparoux take the second running of the Mute Mile. Ability is second. Mamma Mia, Is That a Fact? Is fourth, and Perfect Brew is fifth.
Number 6, interesting times ahead demonstration of juvenile class in the 1 mile Jamaica 2-year-old stakes.
Start already. They're off for the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Fair start. Banadura, as expected, shows speed along with Fast and Furious Links. Run Julie Run is racing on the outside of horses. Matuso in the black cap is in the center. Right there against the rail, that's Come Home to Me as they make their way now toward the final 6. Banadura out in front, tested by Matuso. Ahead separates them, they fly past the 6. Come Home to Me races next, some 3 lengths back with Run Julie Run for company. Fast and Furious Links races up next. In behind those, that's Interesting Times Ahead. A break of 2 back to Rosetta, they leave the 5. Buttercup races on the outside, beginning to make ground. Lucy in the Sky, Miss Cherry just toward the back, and now asked to improve as they arrive at the half mile, and speed will now be added to the race as they run the turn. Banadura trying to slip away from horses. Run Julie Run now moves quickly down into second and chasing. Matuso fading back just a bit. Interesting Times Ahead wound up for Run. Just on the outside, that's Fast and Furious Links. Come Home to Me races with Lucy in the Sky. Miss Cherry has a lot to do from there along with Buttercup, and forget Rosetta at the moment as the field turned for home in the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. They leave the top of the lane, and Run Julie Run now scoots through and grabs the lead. Interesting Times Ahead down against the rail. It's Run Julie Run tackled now by Interesting Times Ahead, and Interesting Times Ahead kicks and gets that lead. Run Julie Run left a length and a half back. It's Interesting Times Ahead inside the final 16th, who holds the advantage under the bustling Philip Parchment. They win the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes by maybe 3 lengths over Run Julie Run. Then Fast and Furious Links, Buttercup in a photograph with Lucy in the Sky. Miss Cherry has finished next in 5th.
Number 7, Flying Filly Atomica repeat in the Jamaica Cup.
And they're off in the 3rd running of the Jamaica Cup. From the fence, Runaway Algo comes out firing, and in hand second is Blue Vinyl, and up to 3rd goes Atomica. Away in 4th is Further and Beyond. Second last early to head Cornerstone, and Miniature Man is last of the half dozen as they charge into the clubhouse turn. The 3 favorites almost 3 in line, with Runaway Algo holding inside position and the lead. Atomica forcing the issue 3 wide, and Patterson has a decision to make on Blue Vinyl. Will he sit or will he go with them? He's going to go with them. So the 3 favorites, they drop the gloves early as they complete the opening quarter. Into the backstretch as 1. It's Atomica 3 wide. Blue Vinyl in the 2-path. Runaway Algo pushing along at the inside. These 3 have opened a big advantage on Miniature Man outside to head Cornerstone, and Further and Beyond races between as they head to the 5/8. Atomica takes the lead. She's now a neck in front of Blue Vinyl. They've gone 2.5 better than Runaway Algo. It's a big gap to Miniature Man, who's underway while 4th, then to head Cornerstone. The trailer, Further and Beyond.
as they race away now toward the final half of a mile in the Jamaica Cup, and the battle up front continues. Blue Vinyl now giving way. Atomica asked to pick it up, and Atomica now goes on as they lead the 7/16th. Blue Vinyl backing out into second. Runaway Algo needs to find 6 to get to Atomica. A huge gap opens up to Miniature Man, the head cornerstone, and Forget Further and Beyond as the pace increases at the 5/16th. They're coming into the lane, and the Super Filly Atomica looking to hit 5 from 5. They're coming into it now. It's Atomica. Blue Vinyl throwing down the challenge on the outside. Atomica continues to hold the advantage in the Jamaica Cup. It's Atomica under the left-hand stick, running to the furlong pole. Blue Vinyl drifting off a true line. Atomica continues to run straight and true. A furlong to catch her. Can Blue Vinyl do it? He's the only one who can. They race toward the final 16th. It is Atomica and devastating Dane Dawkins. Atomica, the nuclear-powered filly, will take the third running of the Jamaica Cup by 3 or 4 of a Blue Vinyl. Then Miniature Man, Runaway Algo, the head cornerstone, and Further and Beyond yet to finish.
Number 8, Emperor of the Cats, establishing himself as a sprinter of considerable worth in the Chris Armand Trophy.
They're off for the Christopher Armand. Luxall steps off slow. Emperor of the Cats blazes the trail as they run passing the 5. Freedom Street is chasing. She's My Destiny in between horses. Madeline Sunshine 3 wide. American Tap Out 4 wide as they charge to the half mile, and Luxall needs help as they go running into the turn for home. Emperor of the Cats tested now by She's My Destiny, carrying the top weight in second. Freedom Street just ahead away on the rail. American Tap is trying to close up. Just about 4 lengths separates that bunch. Madeline Sunshine needs to do more, and now Luxall begins to make progress as they've slipped past the 5/16th. They're about to come into the lane in the Christopher Chris Armand Memorial Sprint Trophy. They're into it now, and Emperor of the Cats continues to deny them. Freedom Street is on the rail. She's My Destiny and the big weight racing behind. American Tap is toward the outside, but Emperor of the Cats continues to pour it on under full power. Emperor of the Cats leads by 4 or more inside the final 16th. This is the Christopher Chris Armand Memorial Sprint Trophy. They won't deny Emperor of the Cats and Shavon Townsend. They win by maybe 3. Freedom Street is second. She's My Destiny is third, close between Madeline Sunshine and American Tap.
Number 9, Rainsville gaining recognition in the Chairman's Plate.
Field of 11, they're off for the Chairman's Plate. An almost perfect start. Neo Star shows early dash, goes for that lead. Miniature Man hounding early. Sister in Treasure racing out 3 wide in the purple as they go rushing into that clubhouse turn and leave the mile marker behind them. Neo Star attempts to go all the way, Further and Beyond checked just a bit, overtaken by a Miniature Man. There goes Atlantic Convoy, and Atlantic Convoy now seizes the lead on the run passing the 7. Neo Star is a length and a half back and racing in second. Miniature Man and Further and Beyond race in front of Sister in Treasure as they go charging up toward the final 6. Baby Like is racing next, a long way off that lead. The head cornerstone, Sunny T and Chippy race almost as a team. Sunset Silhouette is urged to go between them. Rainsville the Grey races next, and the Tekka Punt will do running late as they leave the 5.5 and make their way now flashing toward the half mile. Atlantic Convoy out in front. Neo Star is racing in second and now cutting right into that lead. Further and Beyond staring at them from a close-up third. Miniature Man and Sister in Treasure race next as they quicken up now, leaving the half-mile marker. The head cornerstone needs to find 5.5 lengths to get to them as they leave the 7/16th. Rainsville now let loose and asked to go. Sunset Silhouette is on the reverse. Baby Like racing on the outside of an improving Sunny T and Chippy, and Tekka Punt at the back asks for more as they come inside the final 5/16th. They're about to come into the top of the lane, and a Neo Star holds the lead. Further and Beyond in the yellow silks now will try to close. The head cornerstone has made eye-catching progress. It's Neo Star now under the pump and being driven to the max inside. They race toward the final furlong, and it is a Neo Star out in front. Here is the head cornerstone. Watch the grey Rainsville on the outside, but still Neo Star is strong and full of pluck inside the final 16th. It is Neo Star driven to the max. Rainsville now gets going late. Neo Star under pressure being driven to the max. It's close between Neo Star, Rainsville, and the head cornerstone in between them. Sister and Treasure is next, then Atlantic Convoy and Further and Beyond in distress.
Number 10, Mahogany's victory in the Port Royal Sprint.
They're off for the Port Royal Sprint. Ability just misses it. Rojon the Pilot and Mahogany all get good breaks. Generational is running quickly. There goes Madeline Sunshine, and Madeline Sunshine is the one now who streaks through to get that lead as they leave the 5. Mahogany going in chase in second, Generational racing on the rail. I Am Fred is in a close position in fourth, just about 4.5 lengths racing off that lead. I've Got Magic is further back as they leave the half mile. Freedom Street right on the tail end of those. In behind those, God of Love races up. King Arthur is running right against the fence as they make their way now, flashing past the 3/8 pole. Ability now begins to make a big run with a Perfect Brew. Rojon the Pilot in that grouping of horses, and toward the back of the field going nowhere. Is that a fact as they come thundering into the top of the lane in the third running of the Port Royal Sprint? They arrive at the 3/16th and over on the rail and travelling powerfully. That's Madeline Sunshine. Mahogany now coming on the outside. It's Madeline Sunshine driven to the max. Mahogany right there. They make eye contact briefly, and now Mahogany snatches the lead. They're inside the final 16th. It is the big horse and the favourite Mahogany coming away to win the third running of the Port Royal Sprint. Finishing in second, Madeline Sunshine. Close between I Am Fred and Perfect Brew. I've Got Magic is back in fifth.
Please remember to share your thoughts on these selections of the top 10 races in 2023.